Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. It is our year-long anniversary since we first started this lovely adventure of Adoptions from the Heart TV. So we decided to do a regroup and allow for you to see a little bit of the behind the scenes of Adoptions from the Heart TV. So to my right here is Christy, who's the head of our marketing department, and she's been with our agency for 15 years, and she's also an adoptive mom through our agency. To my left is the lovely Rizzo. He is the head of production. He owns Cam Media, and he is also a birth father. And I am a social worker at Adoptions from the Heart, and I've been here for 7 years. When I was first approached to be the host of Adoptions from the Heart TV, I was super excited. For so long, I've wanted to give a voice to what we do here. Oftentimes, the birth parent experience is left untold. So to be able to sit down and really allow these women and men to share their story was super powerful. So we thought it'd be great to allow for each of us to talk about our role in this production as well as how our perspective has changed. So Christy, do you want to start with kind of where you're at and what you've learned from this lovely journey?
Well, I mean, I started, Amanda and I were co-workers, and then when we entered the adoption process, she actually was the social worker for my daughter's birth mother, and so then our relationship kind of formed differently then. And then to be able to get to work with her and Rizzo on Adoptions from the Heart TV has been, I mean, at first you go into it and you have these big ideas, but that actually see them come to life is amazing. For me, it was really a matter of even family members and friends who love me dearly and love our family and have adoption in the family. It's so different because there's not everybody understands the whys behind things. Like, why do the social workers pour their heart into everything? Why do you keep communication even if it's silent on the other end? And I think the stories that you're hearing over the last year and the stories we have yet to come are so important because they show you the why behind it. It doesn't stop. Adoption doesn't stop when a baby is placed in an adoptive parent home. And usually when you're witnessing somebody's greatest moment of their life, at the moment that they hold the baby for the first time, is also somebody's darkest moment in the exact same time. And you guys navigate that all the time, that duality. And the passion for what the social workers and our staff are doing oozes out of them, and you can see that. And I hope that that's evident in what you see. And
definitely. When you say the word passion, I'm the guy behind the camera. I'm a birth father as well. So going to each location for Adoption from the Heart: Philadelphia, Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut. Where else? Delaware,
Virginia,
Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh. When you go into these locations when we're shooting, I see the passion in each and one of you. All the social workers, and I say that every time. Every location, I've said that to one of you guys. I said, so when I leave you guys, I say that I'm like, wow. It's a good team, and what I've learned in this whole thing, being behind the camera and being with you guys helped me heal. I was a hurt birth father, so my story isn't the good story that we hear all the time on Adoption from the Heart TV. I had to place up my son for adoption when I was 18 years old. An agency far away from here, and it didn't go well. I've chose the wrong adopted parents, and the story is just a heartfelt story. So being here, being behind the scenes, being behind the camera, watching you guys, you're really helping me heal. And you guys don't even know that. And I just wish I would have placed my child at one of your locations. So I truly believe that. What you see on this, when we put together, you see birth fathers talking, birth mothers' stories. You'll hear them say, some of them will say, I didn't want to place my child for adoption, but once I did, it was the right thing to do. You'll learn from these videos for a lifetime. So I thank God that I met you guys. I thank God for Heidi and Maxine for taking this on. Heidi, this is your project. Christy is bringing it to life, and when we're a team, and you're a great host. I'm just really thankful for being a part of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has always been about giving our clients a voice, and we're just happy that we were able to be a vessel for doing that. My passion has always been empowering people to make the right decisions for themselves, and I've always fought to give people a voice, and I think that's exactly what we're trying to do here. And I've been doing this for so many years now, and you know, I don't think people fully understood exactly what birth mothers and birth fathers go through in making this powerful decision to place their child for adoption. And I think there's so much negativity going on in the world today, and it's important that we shine the spotlight on them, you know, because everyone needs their story to be told, and they need somebody to believe in them. And birth parents are just some of the most inspiring people that you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
And this may be a job, but it's more than
so
that.
much more than
I mean,
that.
I live and breathe for my clients. It's not just about going to work at 9 o'clock and coming back at 5 o'clock. These people are just wonderful, and I'm so happy that you all get the opportunity to hear that. And I think we've heard a lot of positive feedback from the community who had no idea.
And you can hear that in the stories that have unfolded. If you haven't seen an episode yet, go watch them all, because you hear how the clients have talked. They're beyond clients. They become a part of the family, and they've said about you, and they've said about other staff members that you were my rock through this, and you laid out my options, and you empowered me. You didn't tell me what to decide. You empowered me. And at least from an adoptive parent perspective, when we were waiting, and I wanted to know that there was somebody on the other side, like Amanda. Sorry, it always gets me, but Amanda was my daughter's birth mother's social worker, and I wanted her to have support, so that if she ever said, I want out, I want this done, I do decide that I wanted a parent, I wanted somebody like Amanda who was there to say, okay, and not to worry about me as the adoptive parent, because I will have my own healing and I'll have my own support, but to be the support for the woman who was making this really difficult decision, her birth father making this decision, and to know that you guys live and breathe. You're taking weekends away and evenings away, and this is what you do, and you're very passionate about it. Is, I mean, it's evident in how people talk about how you take care of them.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to say this to Amanda. One of these shoots that we were at, in Allentown, you know, I overheard her speaking to a client, and we're on break, and I said, "What did you just say?" I heard it out her mouth. She told the birth mother, that, well, if you don't want a place, you know, you don't have to. And then she was going to the left. Like, when we're supposed to be going to the right, I thought you want her to place, right? We need the baby, right? And she says, listen, if they don't want a place, we're gonna help them, and you know, that's my job. You know, so that touched me. Like, I wish that you were around 22 years ago, you know, with me. You know, I really do. We need more people like you and the staff, and I'm sure there's everyone on staff here at Adoption from the Heart is just like you, but you're a fighter. You're gonna go with whatever's right, you know, and that's what I've learned. If this whole video is about what did I've learned that you're a fighter. Other social workers here, we're fighters at this company, and I'm just so thankful to be a part of this team, you know. So thank you. Thank you.
And thank you to all of you for watching us. And again, my hope is that we can spread the word about adoption. We continue to use positive adoption language, and we all continue to support and love one another in whatever decision you end up deciding for you and your family. So continue to tune in. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.